Did a video yesterday, a couple videos in NHL 2K2 and a age restrictions rant, and yeah, I'm gonna do another video today. It is July 12th, 2015, Sunday. It's gonna be an odd rant. This may be an odd rant, but honestly, I don't give a crap. I'm probably the first one to rant about this. But, I don't care. I could speak out my mind all I want. If something pisses me off, I'll speak out. I'm not afraid to speak out my mind. So, if you don't like this rant and disagree, or just, if you just hate this, if you think this video is going to be stupid, then don't watch this. Go to another video, because you're going to get offended, and then you're going to write comments down on the video and insult me and stuff. I don't even know if I'll allow comments, because I might get a lot of insults and shit. Stupid, butthurt people who insult me just because they think it's a stupid video. They don't like it. But I don't care. Anyways, on to the video. You know what pisses me off? Say someone's cheering for a certain team. Like, say there's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan of hockey. The Maple Leafs. Say there's a Maple Leafs fan. And his team just keeps on losing. The Leafs haven't won since 1967. And they just keep losing. They just keep on losing. And the Chicago Blackhawks winning bunch of Stanley Cups. They win a bunch of Stanley Cups. And so that Maple Leafs fan says, you know what? I'm going to cheer for the Blackhawks. The Maple Leafs, they just can't win. I'm going to stop cheering for the Maple Leafs. I'm going to start cheering for the Blackhawks. I'm not going to root for a Maple Leafs anymore. Maple Leafs suck now. I'm not going to root for them. I'm going to root for the Blackhawks. Because they won 3 championships. I hate people who do that. They stop cheering for a certain team because they lose a lot, so they cheer for another team who wins, who won a championship. You know, what the hell? I can't stand that shit. If you cheer for if you're a diehard fan of a certain team, stick to that team, win or lose. Stick to that team, win or lose. Don't stop cheering for a team just because they lose and you want to win, so you cheer for a team who's won a championship. That's not a true fan. That's not a true fan. Real true fan sticks to a team, win or lose. They don't. I'm a Cubs fan of baseball. That's my #1 favorite team. Cleveland's my second, and they have the second longest World Series drought in baseball. But my favorite team, the Cubs, they haven't won a World Series in over a fucking century. They haven't won in over a century. And so, say your company, they haven't won in over a century. And you're just getting tired of that. You want to win, you're tired of losing. So then you stop cheering for the Cubs and start cheering for the White Sox. I know a lot of people like that. Like my friend Adrian. He used to be a Cubs fan. We used to cheer for the Cubs together. And then for some reason out of nowhere, I guess he stopped cheering for the Cubs because they lose. They haven't won. They lose a lot. So he decides to cheer for the White Sox, a team who won one championship in which was 10 years ago, and they only made it to the playoffs one more time after that in 2008. The Cubs, they're actually good now. Maybe not this year, but next year or a couple years, I'll say there'll be a World Series team. But don't stop cheering for a team because they lose and cheer for another team because they won a championship. That's not true fans. You're not a true fan of the team you originally cheered for. because you stop cheering for them because they lose, and you're not a fan of the team that you are now cheering for because you weren't born a fan of that. You weren't originally a fan of that. You just jumped on the bandwagon just because they win. Well, I hate another thing. I hate bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. They just cheer for a team because they win. I want to win too. But it's frustrating the Cubs losing all the time. I want to win, but I'm not going to stop cheering for them because they lose a lot. You never know. They could win a championship. This stuff pisses me off. You know, people, Cub fans, people who were born Cub fans, they were originally Cub fans, stop cheering for the Cubs because they lose a lot, so they jump onto the White Sox bandwagon. I mean, it's fine if you're like, you never really been a fan of a sport, but you started like watching a sport at like age 25 and you like it and you want to cheer for a team. Pick a team and then stay a fan of that. That's just, don't cheer for a team and then jump off the bandwagon and jump onto another bandwagon because they win. You know, how am I watching? I don't know. Family Feud. Anyways, I'll see you later, guys. Goodbye. Again, this is an odd rant. Maybe a stupid rant. But this is just something that gets on my nerves. But I just feel the need to do this because it just blows my mind, because I know a lot of people like this who cheer for a certain team and they stop cheering for a team because they lose and they want to cheer for another team. It is fine to cheer for other teams as long as you're still a fan of the team you were originally always been a fan of, you know? In hockey, I'm a Blackhawks fan, not because they won Stanley Cups, but I've been a fan of them before they even been good. I was born a fan of the Blackhawks. And I do like some other teams too. Let's just say that the Blackhawks never win. They're never going to win a Stanley Cup again. Let's just say they just won their last Stanley Cup and they're not going to win any more Stanley Cups ever again. I'm still going to cheer for them. I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon of another team because it's fine to cheer. Like, if another team's in the Stanley Cup Finals and you want to cheer for them to win the cup, fine. Just don't stop cheering for the team you originally cheered for. I call people who do that stuff, who stop cheering for a certain team they cheered for and cheer for another team, I call those people sore losers. Sore losers. Because they don't want to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, you keep cheering for a team the rest of your life, win or lose. Cheer for other teams, that's fine, but make sure you just stick to the team you cheer for since you were originally a fan of as your number one favorite team or whatever. You know, again, I'm a Blackhawks fan of hockey. And my number one team, and I do like some other teams too, like the Maple Leafs, the Oilers, the Jets, the Flames, the Flyers, the Blue Jackets, etc., etc. But I'm always going to cheer for the Blackhawks number one. Baseball, I like the Indians, I like a couple other teams, the Blue Jays, but I cheer for the Cubs number one, win or lose. Again, this is an odd rant. I don't care. It just really pisses me off. Stuff really, really gets on my nerves when because I know a lot of people who've ended up like this, who've done this shit. So, yeah. See you later, guys. Goodbye.